Hi Pisces, welcome to Project Fev, Tarot and more. Hi cross watchers. Those who've watched before, thank you. Welcome back to all my subscribers. Love that you guys are here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I always welcome everyone to like, subscribe, click the little notification bell, get notified of new content to the channel when it uploads ASAP. So today we're going to do end of month love read for Pisces. And cross watchers, I do feel like since the release of the energy from this Libra moon is in effect here, there's been a significant purge. Whoa. Can I just tell you, like deep-rooted pain, like cut you from childhood trauma pain, stuff you forgot was there, stuff you didn't even know was there. Blech, all coming up. So let's start the shuffle as we chit chat a little bit. For those of you who have ordered private readings, your links are up in your emails, you guys. Those are available to you now. For those of you that are still waiting on some private readings, I may have sent you a return email because it was lacking some information or something like that. So check your emails, you guys. If you didn't get a link, there's question or something that you need to answer, okay? And as always, thank you guys for the support of the channel and what I do. I love that you guys are here. I really am, honestly and truly, because 15 years ago when I started doing this, it was quackadoo, you know? For a lot of people, it was quackadoo. And I was viewed as a quackadoo person, and I didn't want to go public with it because I work in the public, and it's in a field based on science and evidence and that type of thing. So to have a spiritual gift in this way and have to keep quiet and not practice on it or in it on this level in this kind of forum has been pretty devastating to my self-esteem through the years. And I had no idea until the purge, thank you Libra moon, right? Until the purge, where it's like I had to release all the disappointment and all of that illusionary structure in my mind and redefine things and just step into my power and realize that it doesn't matter what anybody calls me. This is what I'm doing. This is who I am. So moving right along into the reading for Pisces love from now to the end of April. All right, so Pisces, I did a love reading for you before, and it did not want to get read. the video didn't upload, and I tried twice, and it deleted the video. I don't know where it's at. It is in the ethers. You're going to have to ask for an Akashic download of it. Not available on my Vimeo, Instagram, or PayPal, or Venmo, or anything like that. You guys are just going to have to deal with the fact that you're going to have to ask the divine for that original one. But I really feel like for a lot of us, the mood's all changed. So it's probably good. It's probably for the better. I feel like there was some pretty sordid energies. I really do feel Judgment card came up in a lot of the readings, if not all of them. Okay, basis of the deck, the Chariot. Movement, finally! Yes! So it's no longer the future card. It's at the base of the deck. Okay, so basis of the situation, 10 of Wands. Closing out this burden cycle of what? Spiritual growth, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual awakening. And now we have found the love again. We're back into the love, that warm, lovey energy. But are we doing it at the page or at the night? Hell nah. We doing it at the queen level. Oh, what's up, what's up? We at the queen level today, Pisces. Yes. That's what I'm talking about right there. I like me some queen action going on here. Okay, so closing out this cycle. In the mind space is letting go of all of this egocentric bull crap, right? You've worked through the illusionary identity. You've started to redefine your soul's journey. I really think for a lot of you, when it comes to love, tuning in, Tokyo, to yourself and listening to what you really want and getting really defined about you is the key to moving forward with this Chariot energy, okay? So you're out of that phase. There's nothing else that you can take from that situation. You're done. Done. So 4 of Swords in reverse in the future position, you're coming out of respite. Time to bring this out into the world and give it a test run, right? Let's see what we got going on here. Queen of Swords in reverse for the emotional concerns. King of Wands in reverse in the way you're viewing the situation or the other person. So if you're talking about a person, I don't want to be a player no more. That's right. No more players. None of that nonsense. None of that nonsense. No way, no how. So if you were dealing with an Aries, Queen of Swords says, I just got real about my truth and figured out who I am and what I really want. And it's not you. It's not any of this crap that you're bringing to me. Not any of this low vibrational bull crap. Let it go. So, where are we at? High Priestess in reverse. Okay? This is your desire on the situation. You want to bring it into practice. And how do I know that? Because you've got the 9 of Pentacles in the answer. 9 of Pentacles. Standing in your power. Being independent. This is not a woman that lacks in relationship necessarily, but she's come out of codependency. Okay? And she's defined her strength and come out of this period of what I would call egocentric driven mind. Okay, so now you guys know me. If you've heard me speak in some of my other videos, you hear me talk about egocentrism and how the dark night of the soul or the devil work or the shadow work or anything like that, that isn't about your ego. Okay, that's not about the thing in you that goes, hey, there's a potential threat over here. No, it's about the illusionary identity. All of the choices that you have made in your entire life that have created the identity that you believe is you. The illusionary identity, because it's not your true self, it's the worldly self that's been created from circumstances, events, and judgments passed based on the result of those choices and the emotional outcomes. Okay? Situation good. Why? Because we had good outcome. Situation bad. Why? Because we had bad outcome. Relationships bad. Why are they bad? Because we break up and we get hurt and we have all this bull crap that goes on in relationships. So we need to be more protective. We need to be more this, and we define and judge and label and itemize everything until it is absolutely micromanaged. And then you look up and you're like, oh, yeah, we should probably fall in love at some point too. Maybe just a little, you guys. And this is such a great card to see here. After all of this energy, the Queen of Cups with the Hierophant, you guys have made it out of this like a champ, like a pro, like a damn pro. Okay, this is ascension in this situation. This is ascension into self-love. Okay, so you guys are back on track. Whatever group of Pisces I tend to be channeling for you guys, and it does seem to be a particular group, which is why it's important to have other readers, because if this doesn't resonate with you, then the next trail of Pisces readings for however long until this group of Pisces has worked through this energy, it's probably not going to be. I just had like a little blackout moment. What happened? No, seriously, it looked like the power went out for a second. Ooh, crud. That was kind of weird. So anyway, moving right along. I'm not going to try to figure that out right now, but maybe I just blinked. So a little longer than I usually do. Who knows? I don't know. So yeah, where was I? Spirit, take me back, bring me back, bring me back, bring me back. Oh yeah, so the train of thought here is that if it doesn't resonate with you, there's probably another reader out there on YouTube that has your message for you, Pisces. Don't be discouraged. Okay, I am one reader and I can tap into a group of collective for Pisces this time and channel this energy until its completion. And I feel like for this group of Pisces, we're at completion. We're moving forward. That's why Chariot is at the base of the situation. So tune into May's reading for the month of May, the energies for the month of May. They may be different, because I really feel like this is closed out a chapter for this group of Pisces. You guys do feel that there's a sense of completion here with the 10 of Wands energy in the upright, and some decisions that have clearly been made. I mean, you guys have clearly purged. The 7 of Swords energy in the headspace is in reverse. And in the heart space, you have the Queen of Cups with the Hierophant. Like you guys are moving forward strong in this. And sometimes 7 of Swords is my card of passive aggressive behavior. So it seems like you guys are trying to be above all that. You try to move beyond that and above all that. No more passive aggressive coming in like a knight and you know, trying to get what you can. So past energies, no more bobbling in the 3D. Okay. So I really feel like this 2 of Pentacles energy in reverse there's a decision that's been made, because the Judgment card is with it. So you guys were pushed by the universe. If you want to use the word pushed, I'm going to use the word pushed, because I really feel like for this group of Pisces, you've been, what you've been doing is you've been taking a step forward, step back, step forward, step back, or a half step back. So you fall back into the same patterns, same routines, same behaviors, and then you get it and you become aware of it and you pick it back up. I feel like that's all done. You're all done with that. Knight of Cups brings in the Queen of Cups. Okay, so he came forward, sounded that trumpet, right? Ba-bam, Queen. There she is with the Hierophant. He's blessed her rule. I bless your rule upon this earth as the Queen of Cups. Go you. Yes, that's how I feel. Like that's what's coming through. That was ridiculous. Thank you, Spirit. Now I just look silly. But anyway, and I digress. So I feel like we're going to expound on the Fool in reverse energy, because I do feel like what was holding you back is the lack of faith. Okay. So what did they just purge through? Oh, you guys did some work. Self-esteem popped right out of the deck. Just look at that. Look at that. So yeah, Queen of Cups energy. That's Pisces, Scorpio. Sorry, there's another water sign. Cancer. Trust issues. You guys worked through some trust issues, some self-esteem issues. Now remember, self-esteem is spiritual self-esteem too. Okay, this isn't just about, if you guys went through and worked through the dark night of the soul and you're moving past this energy, then you've ditched that illusionary self. You've redefined your belief system. You've come to your truth, centered in it. And that gives you an amazing sense of self-esteem, Queen of Cups. So you're back into your heart space. You're back into your comfort zone, being who you are, Pisces, because Queen of Cups really is the queen. And the High Priestess here in reverse, which is typically your card, Pisces. I think that you're trying to get out of your head space and out of your, like I want to say, like, not your imaginary, but your imagination space, and make things work in real life. Okay, the Pentacles are here to reflect that. The Queen of Cups energy is you're trying to tether this emotional self to the ground. Okay, that's why we have the 9 of Pentacles here and not the 9 of Cups. You guys are trying to do this for realsies, like for realsies, yo. Okay, no more imagination, no more illusions, no more. Okay, so the other energy that I'm picking up from this is if you're in a twin flame relationship, Pisces, listen up, turn your ears. The High Priestess in reverse means for you divine femmes, you've turned on your heels until you get the Hierophant. You're done with this page nonsense. You're done with this knight nonsense. You're done with this King of Wands in reverse nonsense. Bring me my divine masculine, or bring me death. Finite. Done. Worry. Okay, you guys have purged worry. Relationships, you've done work on relationships. Relationship with yourself, I feel like. Okay, so this is all stuff that you've purged through. Impatience. You've released your just, I want it to happen now. Why isn't it happening now? You've released it. You let it go. Okay. You have forgiven yourself. Forgiven yourself, girl. You forgiven yourself? Good for you. If you're a guy out there, you forgiven yourself too? Good for you. And you realize now that that has been what has kept you from your abundance. These are all the things that have been blocking your abundance because the energy of abundance wants to flow through you. And all of this stagnant energy has been trapped up in that reservoir that we call or refer to as the pain body. So you guys did the pain body work. And now look. Happiness. What? Lord have mercy. All right, so I got a new tarot deck. It's based on the Rider Waite, but it's the Renaissance Tarot. And I love the little depictions on the cards. Very romantic tarot deck. Okay, so 3 of Swords popped out in the upright. Ace of Wands in reverse. 7 of the... What? Ooh, we got the Lovers here. We've got the Lovers. We've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the 3 of Swords. And we've got the Ace of Wands. You know what this tells me? No more friends with benefits. That's what I see here. No more friends with benefits. Okay? You want this energy. No more friends with bennies. Okay, all these cards together. And I mean, really, because it's like, this is the phallic symbol. Ace of Wands is about bringing that passion. The inspiration to passion. King of Wands in reverse is not very upright, astounding male behavior. If you're a male Pisces out there and this is you, I'm sorry to say the truth sucks sometimes. Not your girlfriend all the time. Okay, sometimes the truth is what you need. Okay? And then 3 of Swords in the upright. You guys are just done with the heartbreaking and all of this third-party energy. And, 7 of Cups, where, like, jumping around and, getting your emotions involved with all these different parties and all these different people. That's done. You're done. That's done. Over with. No, thank you. That's why the Hierophant is here with the Queen of Cups. Pisces, it looks like you will bring Queen of Cups to the Hierophant. Not the King of Wands. Not the Fool. Don't bring me the Fool no more. Nope. Don't bring me the Knight of Cups. Don't bring me the Knight of Pentacles. That's all in the past position over here. Don't bring me any of that. I've done the work. That's right. And that's true. All you divine counterparts out there, whether you're masculine or feminine or operating in your masculine feminine energy more than any other, it doesn't matter. If you're in balance with your masculine and feminine self, this will resonate with you, okay? If you found balance and you've done the work, because that's a lot of work to balance out your feminine and masculinity within yourself and to, hold yourself accountable to the things that you need to do. That is cutting ties with codependent behavior. Okay. You don't have to fulfill the gender role of femininity and have a masculine energy in your life. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles does not embody that. Okay. She is about balancing the masculine and feminine energies in herself. She is beautifully clad in an amazingly feminine gown. Okay, but she taking care of it, right? She taking care of it. Does she have an attitude about it? No. No. It's just her life, her thing. She taking care of it, holding it down. I feel like I'm not using my mouth today for like whatever reason. It just does not want to articulate the words. So much for eloquence, you guys. It must be the shirt. So 1980s. Okay. Well, I feel like we need to also move forward and elaborate this 4 of Swords energy. Okay, what are you coming out of respite from? The 8 of Wands, moving too fast, being too passionate too quickly, not assessing the situation before jumping in like the Fool would. So you're done with that energy, okay? You're going to take your time. You got the 4 of Wands in reverse, okay? There you go. Divine counterparts, 4 of Wands in reverse. So it seems like, and here's the Page of Coin. Okay. So I feel like for some Pisces out there, there was some type of offer made, but it was a lowball offer compared to the work that you've put in and the value that you hold yourself at now. This isn't good enough. This isn't, and it wasn't. It's not good enough. Okay? Or this is in the future position too, mind you. So you're kind of out of respite and you're starting to take action and move forward in your own life. And if you're a divine feminine and your divine masculine reaches out to you, you're going to be kind of like, if you're not coming with the Hierophant, I already know you're not in the Hierophant energy right now. So please just don't even let there be separation, or let there be a little more time. Okay. Some fruit you just don't pick from the tree until it is absolutely ripe, or you're really not going to enjoy the flavor anyway. So I feel like if this is your divine counterpart, there are, okay, so with this new phase, I have to speak that there are some divine counterparts with this, with the energy of the judgment that was coming up in a lot of the reads for April, because we do understand that there's a significant portal, the Libra moon. Some of you guys have risen above this. You've done the work. You've purged all this crap, and now you've ascended, and you feel that ascension. You felt it. You felt the earth move. You felt the dimension change. You felt the aura colors switch up, and now boom, you've stopped at the next level. That escalator went up, that elevator went up, you went with it. Okay, and your counterpart that was supposed to be doing the work too didn't. They're not there yet. They didn't purge everything, they didn't get rid of everything, or they even added to it. Okay, so I'm getting that sometime this weekend, even in their need to clamor to the little threads of their illusionary identity and hold on for dear life to whatever that is and not completely fall apart. Okay, they're afraid to fall apart. The divine masculine, some of them right now are afraid to fall apart. They're afraid to let it all fall down because they feel like that's what their work is. They've worked really hard to create that illusionary identity, and they know it's not them. That is the energy of what's coming through. While they recognize that that's not them, some divine masculines did not release it and let it go fully. Okay, so they have essentially, I don't want to, this is a trigger, okay, for some of you divines out there, for some of you twins. I feel like for some of the twins that I'm getting through for this Pisces reading, some of your DMs have still more time that they need to purge. So I feel like even though they're in that state, they're still going to move with the energy. Okay. Does that make sense? Because they're a divine masculine, they're still being pushed in the same direction. They're still being channeled with the same energy. They're still being influenced by the same divine process. So this group of DMs is going to communicate, contact, make contact, initiate contact, or be in communication with the divine femme. Okay. And I do feel on some level that the ones who are not coming correct, divine feminines that have a divine masculine that has not completed the work, you need to do one of these. You need to do one of these. No. I'm okay. I'm okay that you haven't done the work. It's okay. Go do the work. Come at me with this. Come at me when you're this. Okay, not anything else. Nothing else will do but this. Good for you. Good for you, DFs. You guys have done the work. And remember, this is energy, you guys. Everything in a twin flame paradigm and relationship comes down to energies, masculine, feminine energies. It has nothing to do with the embodiment, male or female. Okay? So for some of you divine masculines that have done the work, you have healed your divine feminine self. Okay? And you guys have found balance. So you will be ready to reach out to your divine femmes with compassion, with empathy, with accountability, and you guys are ready to build something solid. Okay? I do feel like it's been a really tough road. okay, for a particular group of divine masculines. And this is prophetic, if I'm wary to use that word, but prophetic. I do see some divine masculines that have participated in still third-party sexual relationship or karmic relationship sex. So he held off and held off and held off and held off, and he hasn't been intimate with her in a very long time, or with anyone else where he wasn't picturing his divine feminine. Okay, so every time, now here's the thing. This is why what you just did, femmes, is so important, so vital to this process. And masculines, this may flip-flop for you too. The energy is transferable. Remember, we're talking about divine relationships, twin flames. Okay, it's transmutation, and the energy can flip-flop. It's perfectly okay to accept it that way. So just because I'm using divine feminine and it resonates with you as the energy doesn't mean you are a divine feminine. You're still a divine masculine, and you can completely embody that. It just is the way that it's channeling through right now is. So for the divine feminines that have done the work and you've ascended, and your divine masculine. So here's what's happened. Okay, this is where I'm going. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So divine feminines, you guys have made that tangible psychic communicatory connection. Okay, and when your divine masculine is feeling sexy and he's feeling like he wants to get it on, you guys connect, and you have either like a tantric dream about him, or you're not protecting your energy. So what has happened is he's engaged in sex with somebody else, but he's envisioned it being you. And maybe even some of you are aware of this and you've kind of let that happen. Okay, and now you're starting to realize, like, hold on, wait a second. Like, he's still literally actually having sex with somebody else. That's not okay. I'm not okay with that. And you've retracted it back, and it's like, but that doesn't do anything for me. That does tons for to stroke my self-esteem because I have a lack of it. So that makes me feel better. But when you have healthy, true self-esteem, doing that is not attractive. So you've come to the realization that your divine masculine telling you or sharing with you that he's picturing you with every other girl that he's with is not attractive behavior, actually. No, and it's not actually something that fulfills you or makes you feel like you want him more. You've come to this realization and you're holding true to that. And I applaud you. You absolutely should. So I feel like what's happened is either this past weekend or with the Libra full moon, he got himself a little randy, found himself a little trinket, and you detached. You detached and did not make that psychic connection. So he actually had sex with that person throughout the entirety of it, and then had to live with the result of his decision. Okay, that's what I feel like happened. Some of you divine feminines may be aware that this took place because he may have reached out to you, and that's what this communication is about. Or you don't know about it yet, and he's going to come forward and he's going to tell you that it happened. Okay, and I feel like there's going to be some doubt because of it, that you're going to doubt he's your twin flame. You're going to doubt the whole thing. There's going to be this movement away, quick movement away from the process, okay, or from the twin flame journey. Okay, how you guys resolve it is entirely up to you. But the advice from the cards coming through is the Hermit energy at the base of this deck. Okay, so I feel like it's important for you to soul search through this. Don't just jump off the twin flame bandwagon. Don't jump off of the journey. Understand that that also was part of the journey, and it had to happen. As painful as it may be for you, it was also something that he experienced. And I encourage you, divine feminines, in the light and spirit of all of the true self-transformation that has taken place, if you get this devastating news, be devastated. Okay, understand that he sees you now in the 5D because he's become more aware of that connection. And when you feel this fully, he will feel it too, and it will transform him. It will contribute to his change, okay? And it's going to essentially, because some of you guys have leveled up, you know, and I don't know where or what level you've leveled up to, but it seems like the energy of fire is at the next ascension level, beyond the devil work, beyond the shadow work, beyond the dark night of the soul is the firework now. Okay, so if we talk about the alchemical aspect of the twin flame paradigm, if you guys are not awakened to that yet, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's just another aspect of ascension. You guys will get there. Trust me, you'll get there. So if we talk about the alchemical effect, then we have to learn how to manage our fire. We have to learn how to manage the elements. Okay, so here we are. If you've ascended beyond the dark night of the soul, you've ditched the illusionary identity, you've come into realization of true self, you've ascended past that part of the process, you've leveled up, and now your next task or your next part of the journey is to deal with the elements. And I'm not sure which of you will have what elements to deal with and what that part of the journey is, but I felt like my part of the journey is fire. Okay, so that's what I've been tasked with next, is the fire elements, which is an interesting one. It's just starting for me. I have nothing to report on that yet, except that I said yes and I'm doing it. So moving right along with this whole thing, we're going to get a little more clarification about the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, this King of Wands, why is he in reverse? Because he's afraid of change. Oh my God, I feel that in my soul. Oh, I feel like there's some cross watchers here. Here's your message. Cross watchers. If you don't realize that you're divine masculines, if you don't realize that you're divine feminines, and what you truly fear the most about the connection and getting together or union, becoming, you know, coming together with your Pisces, is that you fear the change that's associated with it, and it causes a significant amount of panic. If you haven't been aware of or awakened to you being a divine counterpart, maybe it's time. Maybe this is your activation, okay? Because it says, don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. One next action. Don't embody the king who has it all figured out from step 1 to step 1,000. The Fool is also here in the reading. And I felt like the Fool is in the past energy for Pisces, which is why it's in reverse for Pisces. But I really feel for you guys, you have to take a leap of faith if you want to embody this Hierophant energy. If you want to come correct to Pisces with the Hierophant, and you want to get your Queen of Cups instead of your Queen of Swords, you have got to come correct. She or he has embodied their divine part, their divine counterpart, and they have balanced their divine energies. Okay? Now, Pisces, divine relationship, you're being activated in your masculine side of yourself to perform this elemental work, to learn about how to transmute and transform and manifest. Okay, I'm going to use the word manifest because that's the most common word that we use nowadays. So for cross watchers, the prayer or focus of meditation you should be reciting, you can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. Show me the first step, transform me into the King of Wands so that I can come correct to Pisces as the Hierophant or the High Priestess. Okay? Because that's really what they're holding out for. And trust me, this Pisces is holding out for it. She ain't hurting for it. She holding out. Okay, so that's for the cross watchers. And then I'm feeling led in the last couple minutes here to pull from my new deck, which is Native American Oracle cards. And I haven't even looked through or studied any of these cards. I want them to kind of present themselves authentically in readings. So I haven't studied them. I want the message to be instant and fully intuitive. Okay. So we're going to wait for the card to show itself, and then we're going to look it up in the book, and we're going to learn it together. And this is the overall spirit energy for the reading for the rest of April. Ooh, you guys got 2. Look at you. Okay, you've got the 17 and the 25. Okay, so here's your cards. I'm going to look them up in the book, and we're going to see what they actually are. 17 came out underneath, so I'm going to call that first. So 17 is the Great Spirit Wakantanka. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Wakantanka. That's what I'm getting, Wakantanka. Okay, so that's how we're going to say it. Miracle. Okay, that's what it says. It represents miracle. Wakantanka is the great spirit of the Lakota, the intense and dangerous power of the great mystery, the subtle energy that permeates all beings, every part of the cosmos, the sun, moon, sky, earth, wind, animals, plants, and humans, has its own spirit, but Wakantanka is the subtle energy in everything, the energy that makes everything alive. Wakan is sacred and part of all things, but not in equal measure or at all times. Some have more, some use it freely, some hold it tight. The eagle is a symbol of the great spirit which watches over the world. Eagle is the only creature able to fly from the visible to the invisible worlds and leads initiates through the mysteries of life and death and beyond. So the message on this card is you have access to power and wisdom beyond human understanding. Ask, wait, and listen. Well, that sure as heck sounds like manifesting to me. I don't know about you, but you guys got the card of manifestation. So what do you want, Pisces? Because the 7 of Cups came up in the reading, and instead of trying to focus that energy in the world, focus that energy above and talk to your spirit guides about getting right and making it happen. 25. Oh no, this isn't French. I went too far. It's a multilingual booklet here. The necklace and the wampum. Alliance. Ooh. Who you aligning yourself with? Huh, Pisces? All busted. The circle is the symbol of life and is the shape of both the necklace and belt of protection, wampum. To enter the circle means to be born. To leave it means to die, deprived of the vital energy that ensures the continuation of life. It is also the symbol of time because the cycles of the sun and moon are heavenly circles. The necklace and the belt usually have general magic woven into them as well as protective properties. Different materials such as turquoise, crystal, obsidian, coral, and shells provided more specific properties. In addition, different colored beads were woven into patterns to create symbols and add further meaning to these ritual items. So the message is, life is a circle and all are connected. View your enemy as a potential ally and learn to see his flaws as skills. And the time here is Fridays. I feel like that's significant to tell you guys, Fridays. So Friday. Something's happening on Friday. Look to Friday. Contact from the DM. There you go. Some type of resolution in the situation with the divine counterpart for Friday. Look to Friday for that, okay, you guys? That's what's coming through. All right, I hope it helped. For those who aren't in a twin flame relationship, take out divine anything and just, take it as it resonates. Chuck the rest. That's, you know, that's just how readings are. That's how energy channels through. I don't get to choose what energy channels through and what the message is. I'm just a messenger, you guys. Outside of that, if it resonated with you, I always appreciate the click like. That helps the video circulate. It can help as many people as possible. Click subscribe. That helps the channel circulate so that we can bring more people into ascension and collective positive ascension and unconditional love for each other and build a community in this. So let's look forward and keep doing this together, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all my subscribers, and I appreciate that you guys listened in. And cross watchers, good luck with everything. Also, feel free to please leave comments below. Open the dialogue with fellow watchers. You never know when your little bit of information might help somebody else through their process too, okay? Namaste.